Good morning. Welcome to First Christian Church today. Today, we are celebrating 188 years this church has been around. And normally on birthdays, you have a cake. Well, I don't bake, so let's just stop there. Instead, we're going to do a little self-assessment. 188 years, think about that. Who in here is even, I won't ask that question, who's that old? But anyway, think about this. You've lived, all of us have lived good, long lives. Leighton still has a lot of hers to go, so maybe I'm the one we can't talk about there. But most of us have more days behind us than ahead of us. And we would think 188 should have no days ahead of us. Well, this church still does. Think about when it was founded in 1835, what's happened since then? Civil War, 25 years after they started. That could have destroyed the church right there, because God knows what happened here between the North and the South, just in the Kansas City area. But they survived, and then they thrived. And they made it through the 1800s, made it in the 1900s, survived the First World War, which we didn't have any fighting here, but still. A lot of prior, we sent some of our boys over there to fight. Some may not have come back, some may have come back messed up. I don't know. Then in 1919, church burned down. They rebuilt it in 1926. What happened 3 years later? They had the Depression, and they had a note, but they still came, they still survived, and they somehow thrived. Went through World War II, the whole 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. And here we are today. We've survived the Y2K, and we're still here, we're still going, we're surviving, and we're finding ways to thrive, even if it may not be huge numbers, we still do it. So I think on our birthday, we need to sit back and go, 188, that's pretty good. We've had a good run. Now we have to keep going, because we are the stewards of the church. We're not here. Church has been here long before all of us, and God willing, it will still be here long after all of us are gone. So hopefully someone who's here today will have great-grandkids who are here and say, well, my grandma told me about the 188th anniversary, or whatever it may be. Pick a number. And hopefully someone can say that. We have survived and we have thrived, and we are going to continue to do so. And I think that's great, because this church is full of fighters. And we just kind of need to hear that on our birthday. Hey, yeah, I'm 188, but hey, let's see 189. Let's see 190. Oh, let's be greedy for the church. But it's not all doom and gloom. 188, yes, big number, but we can still go further. So I'm going to finish up with some closing words. All that I think apply to us today for the church at 188. It's choosing where I look. Are we going to look forward or backward? Or we're going to look towards what is or what was? There's only one direction that moves us forward. Every day I make this choice, and so do you. And then I live my present moments accordingly, and then so do you. Time is the one resource we cannot create more of. So let's not waste it on what happened when we can spend it on what we are creating, what is and what will be. Where our focus goes, energy flows. So let's all invest it wisely. And in the end, we'll have this. Please join me in prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for letting us come here together in this church, who's been here, the rock in this community for 188 years. And with your love and support, we'll make it another 188 at least. Please help us remember that we're here investing wisely in your church, and we hope that you will let us to continue to survive and thrive. In your Son's name, we say this prayer unto you. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, and lead us, for our debtors, sorry. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever.